What's up, squad? We back at him again, man, when they thought it was finna end. Thank y'all for riding with me. Where? You know you forever locked in with your boy Stories will be at this time. Family, you already know what I need y'all to do for me. Like, share, comment, and smash that subscribe button. Why? We're on the road to 100K. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for being here. It's an honor. It's a pleasure. Sit back, relax. I got the rest of the show from here. To the one and only V Squad, they know. I know it ain't no squad like our squad because they don't mob how we mob, man. I love y'all. I appreciate everything y'all do for me, man. We're going to continue to put these numbers up. 2024 is our year. There's no way around us. We here to stay. We here to play. So we're going to continue to go up, man, and do what we do best, man. And that's provide this fire content. So with that being said, if you would like to come on the show, be interviewed, tell a story, or tell a story through me, jump in the comments right now or DM me on one of my platforms. If you would like to support the channel through Cash App, is listed right here. Without further ado, man, let's jump into it. It's Mr. Three-Piece himself, man. How the squad doing today? Little late night episode was running around, but the show must go on, so the job must get done. Let's ride, man. Story number one. Now, story number one, I told y'all, when you back there, man, and you dealing with these female C.Os, you're going to have one or two different categories. You're going to have the okay heat type. Now, when I say that, meaning they loose, they flirt, they manipulators, and they like to tease the men. Then you're going to have the hardballs. Now, when I say the hardball, meaning they hard on you, you get what I'm saying? They trying to let you know that they not going for nothing. We don't got a shot in the world with them. And granted, already being a female correctional officer in a men's prison, they have to be able to give off that aura of intimidation. They have to be able to give off that aura of they're able to control us because they tell them this coming through the academy. We don't care how cute you is, how loud you are, how tall you are, how strong you are. If you're not able to give off that aura of control, the men going to get you because, and I understand it because we don't understand nothing but control. You get what I'm saying? If we feel as though you don't have that authority, power over us, we're going to walk over you. You ain't got a chance in the world with us because that's the only thing we understand already being detained. You get what I'm saying? So boom, she was a hardball. Now it was a brother on the block, laid back dude, Christian dude, good man. And the lady, she just had a thing for him. I don't know what it was. I don't know what they had with each other. She probably liked him, but she was always hard on him. She would always pick on him. She would always go above and beyond. No matter what it was, she would always go above and beyond with him. And he would always give her a hard time. Now, granted, when she would come around and do these things and put on these little drama episodes, what does that do to the rest of the fellas on the block? You know niggas is childish, so they egging her on. They trying to add fuel to the fire, to the situation. So now she feeling as though she got a crowd. She feeling as though the attention on her, and she wasn't the best looker. So now she getting this spotlight and she getting this attention. She do it more. So the dude end up telling like, listen, stop playing with me, yo. I'm not no child. I'm not no motherfucker you can keep playing with. I don't disrespect you. I don't talk disrespectful to you. Every time you come around, yo, you just making it hard on me. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm gonna end up hurting you. Boom, when he says that, she goes off. What? You gonna end up doing what? You ain't gonna do nothing to me. He said, listen, I'm telling you, I ain't ready to get loud. I'm not ready to put on a show. You keep trying to show off. These motherfuckers on here gonna get you hurt. He warned her. He told her because he see what's going on, how the motherfuckers on the tier is egging her on, and she doing this dumb shit trying to get an arousement out the men. She trying to get attention. Boom. So she say, all right, whatever. You heard what I said. You heard what I said. You's a bitch. So she called him the B word because she tried to say he a choir boy because he read the Bible and stuff like that. But don't get it confused. Don't get it twisted. Good man don't mean soft man. Good brother don't mean soft brother. Just because he believe in the Lord don't mean he won't send you up there to him. Don't ever get that confused. So boom, she leaves. So the next day he come out. She don't come to work, so she come the day after. So that following day, when she come back on shift, it's a shakedown. So when she come down there and shake his cell down, she running through a cell. Mind you, when a female come in to do a shakedown, she gonna always 9 times out of 10 have 2 male officers with us to oversee everything. So they going in there, but she controlling them. Go up under that bed. He shouldn't have 2 of them. No, that's too many books. So now she just nitpicking and doing dumb shit. So he just sitting back like, all right, okay. Okay, go ahead, do your thing. Do your thing because he know he ain't got no win. It's 2 men right there plus her. So if she's spraying the mace, they on top of him. There's no way he gonna win. You get what I'm saying? So we say, all right, go ahead, do your thing. Say less. You already know what that means. He hit her with the say less. Say less. So boom, they leave the next day. When she come back on shift, she coming to his door now. The men CO right there, he said, hey, man, you want us to get us? So now she feeling cocky. She feeling swag. She said, you ain't got to do it. I got him. She goes down there now. When she let him out the cell, he whispered in her ear, listen, I'm telling you, keep playing with me. I'm telling you, I'm going to fuck you up. I'm not to be played with. So she say, all right, whatever. So now she feeling like, oh, what's that, a threat? What's that, a threat? He said, no, that's a promise. So boom, she takes him to the bubble. She write him up. She sent him to the hole for 30 days. Now he up there fuming. He furious. So when he come back after the 30-day ticket, he come back on our tier. Now when he come back on our tier, she's still working the tier. So when he come back, she say, oh yeah, so I hope you enjoyed your vacation. I hope that teach you not to threaten me. He don't say a word. Go about your business, lady. Go about your business. She say, yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Still egging with him. Still nitpicking with him. She leaves. Now, she come back. I can't remember what she was coming to his cell to do. She tells him to cuff up. When he cuff up, she slide the door, but he only got one cuff on. Now, when the door slide open, I don't know if this was her ego. I don't know if she felt as though now he know who's in charge. Man, he turned around. He grabs her. He was ready to hit her. He grabs her. Now, when he grabbed her, he put his hands over her mouth, pull her into the cell. When he pull her into the cell, he bangs her head up against the wall. Boom! When he bang her head up against the wall, drives her to the ground. He hit her 2 times with the blick. Now, listen, this is real facts, man. This shit was in a news article. Boom! He drives her to the ground. When he drives her to the ground, he up the blick, hit her 2 times. Mom, keep fucking with me. Boom! Drags her out the cell. It's a mop closet on the top tier. Drags her to the mop closet, throws her in the mop closet, shut the door, walks back to his cell. When he get back to his cell, changes his clothes, come back out, walks down to the day room like nothing never happened. Now, granted, it's other C.Os on the tier walking around, moving around. So about 15, 20 minutes later, I guess they like, where the fuck is C.O. such and such at? I ain't seen in a minute. Now they going around walking, looking for her. They going around looking for her. They can't find her. After about 20, 30 minutes, they shut the whole compound down. Everybody lock it down. You start hearing them dumbass sirens and shit going on. Boom, we locks in. Now they searching everywhere. One of the motherfucking C.Os come on the top tier. I guess he get the brilliant idea. Let me check the mop closet. He goes in the mop closet, finds her in there, knocked out cold, bleeding from 3 stab wounds, 2 to the neck and 1 like to the upper body. Drags her out. I got her. Drags her out, get her medical attention. Medical running there. They get the gurney, drags her down there. Hella vac that she poured through. But, man, she was almost a man down. And once they came back, they ended up running the cameras back, seeing that big homie, did that wild-ass shit. Boom, they goes up there, grab him, and then he was already a suspect because the other rad-ass C.Os up there was telling them, no, she had a thing with him up there. Dude in cell 23, she had a thing with him up there. He did it, I'm telling you, he did it. Now, they didn't have him actually on camera dragging it, but I can't remember the exact evidence that they had against him. But they was able to pinpoint that it was him through, I don't know if it was DNA, whatever the case may be. He ended up getting charged with an attempt for that. They transferred him out North Branch to the highest maximum prison. And, man, we never end up seeing him again. But all because she wanted to nitpick with the man. All because this was a problem she started. He kept telling her, and the whole thing that I couldn't never wrap my head around was he never was bothering her. So in my mind, I'm like, oh, all right, she must like big homie or something because she picked with him for absolutely nothing. But that was a wild situation. Man, and this is how those things unplay. So let's jump into story number 2. Now, story number 2, man, is when you got a brother who think he ready for something, but in all actuality, he not ready for it at all. So we got these set of co-defendants. Now, these 2 dudes, they get locked up on the streets for an M1. Now, the homeboys, one of them really built from that life. He come from that life. He really ready for whatever. Now, his homeboy, you got dudes that feel as though just because I'm born around the hood, I got to do hood activities. Instead of them just being they self and being the little dude that's just from around the way. And this was so crazy. Dudes like that feel as though they got to do gangster stuff, right? When they don't even understand, just be yourself and you already going to have the support from the hood anyway. But granted, you always going to have dudes in the hood that make people feel like, oh, man, you a chump. What you mean? You ain't thugging. You ready to go play basketball? What you mean you want to do this? Instead of us having to support that, we got to start doing that, man. When you around the way and you got one of your homeboys that's trying to do something positive and get up out the ghetto, yo, back him, support him, yo. Don't wait until he in jail and say, well, man, you should have just played football. No, you should have supported him. We got to start promoting that. So, boom, this dude, he was one of them type dudes. He should have been playing sports or he should have been doing something else. He shouldn't have been in the streets. But him wanting to be so down, he's so eager to go on a mission. He goes on a mission with the little dude. They end up knocking something down. When they knock something down, somehow they gets knocked off. Now, when they get knocked off, granted, they went on the run for about 4 months. They end up getting caught, and I think like up in New York, boom, they gets transferred back down to the Baltimore district. Now they fighting their case. Now as they going through their case for real, the one little dude who was cut like that, he's saying, man, we not copping and nothing. We gonna take them bitches to trial and fight them. The other dude, he's so scared because you know how it go. When you get grabbed up in any situation with 2 or more people, they gonna take y'all in them rooms, and that's when you gonna see what a man really made of, man. When them dark lights come on, man. When them time and them numbers start being offered and them police start playing these mind games, knowing the maximum you can get is 10 years, but they said, man, we're going to give you 30 years for this one. And dudes not knowing the law, being ignorant to the law, they start believing these numbers and they start being like, man, I can't do 30 years in jail, man. My girl gonna leave, my son gonna be the same, this person not gonna be here. They start thinking about everything but what they signed up for, man. When you took that oath to be in the streets and you start moving around and doing whatever you was doing, you took an obligation to play by these rules, man, because if you weren't gonna play by the rules, you should have never got involved. Boom. So now they find out, the police know the type of character that these dudes is. So he see that the one dude really scared and they see that they got a chance to break him. So what does they do? They separate him, put him in a holding cell by himself. They not letting him come out. They running the old okie doke on him. They running the scared tactics on him because they know he's scared. So now, once he get to talking to his parents and his peoples, they telling him, listen, man, you need to tell. He like, I can't tell. They tell him, man, you need to tell. Them people talking about giving you 30 years. So once he hear the 30 years, he like, damn. So now he's sitting in that cell. He tell his people, man, is y'all gonna be able to get me a lawyer? They say, yeah, the lawyer even saying you need to tell. Now, granted, that's the lawyer job. Whatever him and the lawyer had going on, that's between them. I just know when I was talking to him, he was saying like, listen, and this before he went bad. He was saying like, listen, man, the lawyer saying I should do this, man. I should just cooperate. I'm telling him, man, don't cooperate at all, man. We don't break no rules like that. But once he even had that thought in his mind, I knew us and the fellas, we had to separate ourselves from him because it's like, man, you ain't even thinking right. You ain't even thinking by the law that we play by. You get what I'm saying? So boom, now they go from going to court together as co-defendants to slowly but surely they having different court dates. So now the one little dude that's really about that life, he started thinking like, yo, why the fuck we having different court dates? So he reaches out to his attorney and asks me, can you find out, what's going on with my man? Why are we getting different court dates? And during this time, co-defendants can't be on the same tier, the same unit. So now the dude acting funny towards him, like when they seeing each other on the walk, when they seeing each other going on the compound, they hollering at each other through the gate and shit. He acting like he don't really got too much rap for him. He acting like you done did something wrong. So now, granted, as y'all probably figure right now, he cooperated. He started telling his lawyer, listen, man, he did this. This is how it happened. This is what we did. This is why we did it. He giving them all the information. So now he gets transferred to another jail while they going to trial. So he like, all right, the dude put in his head, all right, I already know what's going on. His lawyer tell him, look, your man cooperating, so it's not looking good for you because he went down there for an attorney visit. He came back up like, man, them people talking about they trying to give me life. We like, shit, what the fuck? They ain't even got no evidence. They like, man, shit, they saying they got a key witness now. We like, who the fuck is the key witness? He say, man, my co-defendant. We like, no, he did not flip. He like, yeah, he did, man. So boom, once they had to get him out the jail, for his protection. So boom, they get a court date now. Little bro that's really about that life, he going to court for a whole separate charge. He had a whole nother charge going on too. So I don't think that the system knew, or they just make mistakes like this. Now, they come to our jail and get him. Now, when you go into court and transportation and shit, they do stuff like they might pick some people up from Hagerstown. They might pick people up from the pen. They might stop at different jails to pick people up that's going to court that day. Y'all go to court, and then when court over, they gonna make the same drop-offs to drop everybody back off. So boom, they come get little bro first, and then they stop at the snitch jail. Now, when they stop at the snitch jail, he comes on the van. Now, when he come on the van, he see little bro right there. He trying to signal to the police, no, I can't be on the van with him. So they like, man, we not trying to hit it. We don't got time, man, because court be early as shit. It was morning court. So dudes been up since 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. You feel me? So the people that's on the bus, they like, man, we don't got time for that. Sit the hell down. You going to court. He said, what, you don't want to go to court? He said, I got to go to court. Boom, he sits down. So now he goes to the back of the bus. Little bro at the front of the bus. So he looking back like, bitch, you know what it is. You know what it is. So he's sitting back there like, man, what you talking about? He said, yeah, you right. You right. Boom. So they go to court. They go in different bullpens. Now they got to still get back in the same van to go back together. Now what Shorty don't know is little bro who really about that life, he done snuck him a razor on the way down there. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's just the type of little dude he was. He was violent, aggressive, and he wasn't playing. And he in the type of mindset like, man, these people ready to give me life, so I don't care about nothing or nobody. He bound to hit a guard if it come down to it. Boom, they go to court, whatever the case may be. So now they getting back on the van. So little bro play it right. He gets behind the dude. So wherever Shorty that rat, the dude that rat, wherever he sit at on the van, little bro gonna sit behind him. So Shorty try to sit at the front thing to be closer to the driver and shit. So boom, he back there, but it's a gate right there. So boom. He's sitting right there, little bro, get behind him. Soon as they get on the highway to get back to go where they going at, little bro digging his dip, grab that razor. Now, granted, he behind you. All you see is him slice his face from behind. Rat, bitch. When he do it again, he hit him again. Now, Shorty jumps up, of course, like the rat and the sucker he is. Why he jump up screaming for help now? He trying to get right there, but it's a gate right there. Little bro jump up. He slide out. You know how bus seats is. He slide up the little chair. And mind you, you know, we black box and shit. So he got his hands like this. He only can really work like this as far as his shackles to let him go up. But he was a short dude, so he had a lot of little wiggle room with his shackles. Jump up. He tan his ass up with the razor. While they doing that, the van pulls off on the nearest exit. They jump on the street, get back there, mace them, tase them, lock them up. Boom, we drives back to the jail. He got to go right there now because he got his damn whole face over. So the guard then took his shirt off. He holding pressure on his face. They got little bro. The guard got a ride, pinning him down the whole ride till they get to the first jail to hurry up and get him in there to get the medical to get his face stitched up, whatever the case may be. That shit was wild, Joe. So they get him in there. He goes to medical. Whatever happened to him happened. I mean, the only thing that could have happened was he got stitches because he ain't get hit up. He just got cut up with the razor hella places. So boom, he get his little stitches or whatever. He wasn't at our jail anyway. So boom, he goes in there. Little bro, once we get back to our jail, he immediately go to lock up. They whipping his ass on the way up there because Shorty can sue and say that he ain't feel protected. They wasn't doing their job. So they whipping little bro ass before they take him up to the hole. He goes up to the hole. We ain't see him for about 4 months till he came back out. And then, you know, once they end up going to trial, little bro did end up getting found guilty. I think he was sentenced to something like 40 to 45 years. The rat, his sucker ass, he ended up getting something like 38 years, 30 years. So he really ain't make out. But in their eyes, they feel like, well, we cut your time. We was going to give you 60 years. Now we just giving you 59. Now look at you, stupid. And, you know, however his bit went, it went. I know it wasn't good for him, but I never really had no contact with him unless I was on a compound with him, which wasn't too many times. But every time I did land on a pound with him, he was labeled as a duck and a sucker. So that's just how I go, man. So with that, man, said, let's jump into story number 3. Now, story number 3, man, we're going to ride into how these dudes get caught up into power. Now, when I say get caught up into power, I mean, when a dude come on a compound, let's say you at this jail. Let's say you at Jessup. If you got the power at Jessup and you get into something, you get transferred to Hagerstown, you no longer have the power unless those communications get worked out. Because whoever running the show at Hagerstown, they already running the show. You can't just come there and take their power. You get what I'm saying? Because they got the power there. So boom, dudes get transferred from Hagerstown. He come to Jessup. Now, when he come to Jessup, in his mind, he was the big head at Hagerstown. So he coming there under the impression of, I don't know how to take orders because I just was given orders at the jail I was at. So that right there is already going to lead to major problems. And I'm not going to say the gang that this was about, but so in the gang that he in. So when he come in there, he really trying to politic like, look, man, who running the show? He go holler at the dude that's running the show. He tell him, look, man, I'm trying to run the show. But he feeling the dude out. He not saying it on no aggressive way, just running down. Look, man, I'm trying to take over. He talking to him as a man, and he trying to fill him out like, look, man, you know, I was running things down here. I know you the man down here. We can either split the power or, you know, we need to sit down and have a talk, though, and see how this is going to go. Maybe I can have the number 2 seat or you can have the number 2 seat, however they going to work it out. Boom. Now, the dude that's running it at Jessup, that where we at, he not really an aggressive. He not a stone cold gorilla. You get what I'm saying? He not really a aggressive dude, but he was a thinker. And so was the dude that came from Hagerstown. So now the dude that come from Hagerstown, he start going like backsliding him. He start, instead of hollering at him and saying what the word is, he start hollering at the underlings. He start saying, oh, yo, how do he treat y'all? How is he running the show? You know what I'm saying? Is he a good leader, a bad leader? Is he tight? Is he feeding y'all? Do he let y'all make money? Is he hard on y'all? Is he leading with structure? How he moving? And of course, you already know certain dudes that don't like him, they gonna talk bad about him. You got dudes that do like him, they gonna talk good of him. Then you got the dudes that's scared of him, that's gonna be like, well, I mean, I ain't saying too much, but I really don't like him. So now he going around talking to all the underlings. So he say, all right, I see what his weaknesses is. That's what he really trying to do. He really trying to find a motherfucker flaw. So what he finds out is he not aggressive. He not really structured, but he was blessed into the position, meaning the person that had the position prior gave it to him. And 9 times out of 10, most of the time, that's how it goes. Sometimes in these joints, it be a popularity thing. Oh, all right, I know you really deserve to be the show, but I don't really like you. So I'm going to give it to my man, even though he not really ready for the position. You get what I'm saying? But that's my man, and that's who his loyalty was connected to. So boom. Dude left from the show, so now the Hagerstown dude, he like, all right, I got y'all, man. I'm going to make a move. So now he start going around, he mobbing up his own crew, telling them, listen, man, we going to overthrow you. This is how we going to do it. I'm going to make sure y'all get a percentage of this. I'm going to give everybody a hustle. Everybody going to have their own store. Everybody going to be able to, when we get in the pack, and everybody going to be able to get their pack off. The suckers, we going to run them off. The people that's not able to have discipline or do what we need to be done, we going to run them off, and we going to get our structure back together. He was really trying to restructure the gang and put their flag down because he ain't feel like they force was, like I told y'all, you might got 4 phones in the pod, you might got 5. They only had 1 when all these other groups had 2 or 1 or whatever the case may be. He like, no, we should have 2. Why the fuck why we ain't got 2 phones over here? Shit, because yo wanted to pile a ticket out. He said, just let them have. No, you going for shit. We ain't going for that. He was more of a gorilla pimp, you get what I'm saying, in the gang type world. So he like, all right. He putting his team together. So now when he put the team together, he probably about 13, 14, 15 people strong. He like, look, this is what we gonna do to man. Tomorrow when we come out, we gonna give him 1 or 2 options. We gonna tell him, man, listen, you gonna get on count with us and let me run the show and you can be number 2. If not, you already know what time it is. We ain't asking you. You gonna hit that bubble and check in, or we gonna put them motherfucking blicks in him and he gotta go. His men like, all right, bet, what about the niggas that's riding with him? Shit, they gonna get the same option as get down to lay down type stuff with them. So boom, next day, they goes up to the dude that's the leader at Jessup Cell, my man Lil Hagerstown. He goes up there, him and his men, they walk straight down, they give him the option. Look, bit, this was going on, man. Niggas say you ain't running the show right down like the way you doing it. This who came in agreements. Listen, you got 1 or 2 options. You can let me be number 1 and you can be my underboss, be number 2, whatever the case may be, or, you know, we can go to war. What? So now he really looking past him and looking at the soldiers that's right there. Man, you disloyal, you bitches. You know, he start going off. So bro, like, look, man, we ain't ready to do all that, man. What's the choice? He say he ain't going for that. Before he can even say it, like I told you, dudes be having side and secret envy and hate for dudes anyway. So one of the soldiers that already ain't like him probably for however long and for whatever reason, he takes straight off up the blick at the weakness and down the OG. He wasn't no sucker. He wasn't aggressive, but he wasn't no sucker. He throws his joint up, but what you gonna do? Your fist up against a blick. Sure to get the swing in that blick right after he come. Another soldier come, and another soldier come, and another soldier come, and they came in there and bushed him, left him in there. Now they go rolls up on the other little group of soldiers that was sitting right there by like the end of the tail on the steps. They walks down on them, get them the optimization. Now these dudes, what the fuck they really gonna do? They not gonna buck, and they telling them right now, yeah, big fella in there right now, chopped up. You can leave like him, or you can just get on count, and we telling you gonna have your own hustle, this, that, and the third. You gonna be good. They like, shit, fuck it, Joe, we with it. They gets down with Lord Hagerstown program. Hagerstown takes over the jail. Granted, about 20 minutes later, they coming around making counts. They find your dumb ass in there, takes him out, get him sent up to medical for real. He was cool, whatever the case may be with him. You know, he got whatever he got, but that was just how far they was willing to go for Hagerstown to feel like, no, I'm not willing to take no orders. I just was running the jail at the jail I was at. I'm coming here. We can work something out, or I'm going to take it over. And I'm telling you, when you run into dudes that got long sentences and they've been in this gang life for a certain amount of years, they not playing. They live and die by this because they feel like they got nothing else to live for but that. That's the only thing they got, that and their reputation, and they willing to protect that at all costs. And that was the way Lord Hagerstown was moving. So with that being said, thank y'all for riding with me. Where? You know you forever locked in with your boy Stories of V. At this time, y'all, one more time, check your status. Make sure you like, share, comment, and smash that subscribe button, y'all. We're on the road to 100K. You can also support the channel through Cash App. It's listed right here. Also, if you would like to come on the show, if you have a brand you're trying to promote, if you would like to tell your story through me, jump in the comments right now or DM me on one of my platforms. We would love to have you on. Big announcement, man. Like I told y'all, 30 days, the memberships will be dropping. Within 45 days, the merch will be here. Determined Minds. I need y'all to jump in the comments right now. Let me know what y'all feeling about that. The 100 signs, V-Squad, Team Determined Mind, man. Because everybody must have a determined mind to be successful in life, man. But with that being said, from V to y'all, I love y'all. I'm nothing without y'all. We're going to continue to march. 2024 is our year, man. We going up. V-Squad, let's go.